Hi guys, my name is Bassam. I just wanted to do a quick video on how to get Armbian working on your Orange Pi device. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible while still showing you all the necessary steps. So first thing you want to do is you want to download an official image of Armbian. You can go to the page and get whichever one you want. I already have that downloaded. Then you want to use a program like I think a lot of people like to use Balena Etcher, but I prefer USB Imager. You're going to burn the image onto a micro SD card. Let's do that. So the imaging has been completed and I've mounted the SD card. So the next step is since this is going to be a headless device, meaning there's no monitor or keyboard connected to the device itself, I'm going to need to configure some things. So I'm using, by the way, for this video, I'm using the Orange Pi 02W. So I've mounted the micro SD card and I'm just going to make some changes to it. Okay. So we need to edit the not logged in yet file. And you might have noticed that I switched to the super user because that folder, the root folder within the micro SD card is it requires privileged access. Now I'm just going to copy these settings here. You don't need all of these settings, but depending on the device that you have and depending on how you're going to set it up. So maybe you are actually going to have a monitor connected to it and you don't need the Wi-Fi to connect automatically, so you can actually skip this step and then just take on proceed with steps 3, 4, and 5. But I'm going to be doing the full setup here because again my device is purely headless. So I've pasted the settings in here. What you do need to change is the SSD name and the password. You have to adjust that to your to your network, of course. You also have the Wi-Fi country code that you have to adjust to where you live. So you can actually, you just need to set it, you definitely need to adjust this portion here, but I am also adjusting these other this other section here as well. So it basically sets up my time zone. It adjusts the root password. It also creates a new user that's going to be part of the pseudo user group. Okay, so that's been saved, and now what I need to do is I'm going to unmount the micro SD and then I'm going to insert it into the Orange Pi 02W, and then I'm going to boot the device. One quick thing that I forgot to mention in the previous section was that in your not logged in yet file, just make sure that you delete all the comments and all the empty line. So make sure it looks something like this with the correct Wi-Fi name and password. So it's been several minutes and the Orange Pi should be ready for login. So I'm going to actually use my root user to log into it, and I already know what the IP address is because it's a static IP address that I've set in the router's network settings. Okay, so I'm logged in and now I'm just going to follow the steps. So I've booted it, I've SSH'd in. Let's do a quick update here and a reboot as well. I'll be back when it's ready. Okay, so the the Orange Pi should be rebooted after the update. Okay, now we're going to, what are we going to do here? Let's see. So we have to install wiring op. and just have to copy and paste. Let's paste the next set of commands. This basically is going to allow you to use your GPIO pins. This package comes pre-installed in the official Orange Pi images, but we have to install them manually because we're using Armbian. Let's do a test. Okay, so if you get that output, then everything went fine. This Python package is actually not really necessary. You could actually skip it if you wanted to, but it's going to make if you're working with the GPIO, you might be writing Python code, so it actually it's useful to have this installed on your system. Okay, next set of commands. Okay, we're just going to test that out to make sure it's working. So if the docs are loading, that means you're good to go. And your Armbian image for the Orange Pi 02, or you can actually use this for any Orange Pi device based on what I looked at. I looked at the manual for the Orange Pi Orange Pi 02W and the Orange Pi 5, and the same instructions apply, but probably it's going to work for any Orange Pi device. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe.